Hey guys, what's coming? It's been, I mean, the result is not really sobering because I did imagine the Yankees to lose the series against the Dodgers. Now with how the schedules are set, all 30 teams face off against each other every single year. So um, the rarity of facing up against each other is just going to go away. I kind of like the fact that every team can play each other because at the end of the day, when you have baseball on Fox, when you have baseball on ESPN, you'll have the opportunity to see superstars face off against each other head to head just on an annual basis. So it's good for every team to face off against each other at some point of the year. I feel it's a very good thing for the MLB. But as you see, they've lost every game ever since Soto was hurt. Um, Now they are 0 for 2 without Soto, which I think if Soto comes back and the Yankees win the World Series, then I believe he is going to be due for a big contract. But what I'm looking at, I just knew before the series the Dodgers would win because it's the Yankees' 41st appearance in the World Series, and the Dodgers at 39 wins would get the 40 and would get the 41 wins. But I like the 42nd win for the Dodgers because the Yankees and the Dodgers won't face off until next year. Basically, not during the 41st appearance in the World Series for the Yankees, but in their 42nd appearance in the World Series is when they face off against the Dodgers because it's not just Yamamoto and Otani that are born at Japan, but Dave Roberts was also born at Japan as well. So the Yankees in their 42nd appearance are going to go up against these Japanese born players and the Japan born manager. And it's going to be the revenge against Dave Roberts because he was part of that 2004 Red Sox team. So that's the scoop on Dave Roberts and Alex Verdugo wanted his career with the Dodgers, and Alex Verdugo can go up against the Dodgers next year. The 15th repeat in baseball history for the Dodgers, 15th loss in the World Series. The Dodgers, 22nd appearance in the World Series against Juan Soto, number 22. That's what next year is about. But this year, you know, the ratings were poor last year. The D backs and the Rangers, nobody watched. But when next year happens, well, uh, Harper against Judge when you have the lowest ratings. If you don't have the Dodgers in there, just the Phillies are going to make it this year because Aaron Boone's father won the World Series with the Phillies. And of course, the Yankees' former bench coach is Rob Thompson. So I got to go with the Yankees over the Phillies for next year's World Series. The Yankees Series, New York to defeat Philadelphia, and to face off against a different team next year. It's just diagnosing who they're going to get for the repeat. Which year are they going to face off against the Dodgers? And that year is next year. So if the Dodgers get their 42nd win against the Yankees, then the Yankees Dodgers is going to happen during their 42nd appearance in the World Series. So that is going to be the scoop for next year. Harper against Soto against Jorginho. New York against Philadelphia. Big markets. I think they'll go for the mega splash the very next year by including the West Coast and the East Coast. So 42nd win for the Dodgers next year for tomorrow, Sunday. And I believe Yankees Dodgers 42nd appearance in the World Series. And Shohei Otani It's gonna number 17 is gonna win the World Series for the next Japanese World Series MVP. 17 years after Godzilla, Hideki Matsui 2009, and then 2026 should be the year of the Dodgers because it's number 17, next Japanese World Series MVP. 17 years later, I've already did the video before the season. At the time that Ohtani signed for the Dodgers, I've gotten the scoop on the Dodgers. Ohtani, 13 years after he became a professional baseball player, is going to win the World Series. Yeah, he does play for the Dodgers. I mean, it is the history of the Dodgers to disappoint in October. So, again, teams that are ahead of the Dodgers in terms of rings, the St. Louis Cardinals are number two. And I think the Red Sox are third. And maybe there's another team ahead of the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers are fourth. Oh yeah, the Dodgers should be able to get the win tomorrow. Go for the sweep. 42nd win. Yankees, Dodgers next year. Yankees, Phillies this year. If the Dodgers do get their 42nd win, then it will become official. I will go for a sweep for the Dodgers. Yankees are going to win, then they're going to lock Juan Soto to a long deal because, they can't win without Juan Soto. Just like how they couldn't win without Jorginho last year. Then Jorginho, monster made, worth every penny. Juan Soto going to be the same way. The narrative will be is that Yankees can't lose Juan Soto. They can't lose Jorginho. That's what this series is about. But this series will allow people to jump in on the Dodgers, and that is what Las Vegas would prefer. But Ohtani's not going to make the World Series this year. Ohtani's going to lose because it's got to be a story. It's like your first time in the postseason. It's like how many players win the World Series in their first postseason? So it may be a struggle. Jorginho struggle in the postseason. Why can't Ohtani struggle in the postseason too? So that's something to be aware of, is that he could potentially struggle during the playoffs. And the Dodgers are just filled with scandal. So the Dodgers simply are going to be out of the equation until the Dodgers will be in the equation to win a pennant next season. But the Dodgers, at 2026, go LeBron ties Mike, and Dodgers win in October. I mean, Brian is Camacho 26, so that could be very possible. 13-6 prime and the Dodgers with 13 wins in the 2020 playoffs could easily win the title 6 years later. So 72 months. 72 months. Dodgers 72. It may be South Korea or Seoul. That's Gematria 72. Yeah, you see, I remember the video. I remember the video I did. Dodgers win the World Series 72 months later. Seoul is Gematria 72. I remember. The Dodgers are going to win the World Series in 2026. The Yankees win, repeat the Dodgers win the World Series 2026. And Bryce Harper, you imagine Philadelphia has got to factor in down the line. And the range for the Phillies will have to be 2027 to 2028 because Bryce Harper is going to have that moment where he is going to win the ring.